My name is Matt Allegretti from the Health Workforce Technical Assistance Center. The objective of today's training video is to demonstrate how to connect HRSA's data warehouse to ArcGIS and extract data. Primary care officers and other researchers often use ArcGIS for health workforce analysis and HPSA development. One of the first steps in this process is data collection. Data collection is important because it often determines the quality of the analysis. Using the state of Texas as an example in this video, we will introduce you to resources for geographic data, demonstrate how to connect HRSA's data warehouse to ArcGIS, and how to export primary care health professional shortage area, or HPSA data. Before we start, let's take a minute to understand what we mean when we refer to geographic data. Geographic data is important on spatial features and their attributes. A spatial feature can be a point, a line, or a polygon on the map. Attributes are the information linked to the spatial feature such as name, length, and population counts, among others. It's possible to create your own geographic data, but it can be time-consuming. Fortunately, there are many useful online sources with free data such as government and state agencies, universities, and private companies. Tiger files were developed by the United States Census Bureau and include shapefiles of administrative boundaries, land, water, and roads. The Census Bureau is also the main source for demographic data, which can be linked to Tiger shapefiles. Therefore, working with Tiger files are a quick and easy way to obtain geographic data for research and developing HPSAs. Additional sources for geographic data are Esri's Data and Maps Inventory. On Esri's website, you can find a variety of geographic datasets developed by Esri and Esri users. For purposes of this video, we'll use HRSA's data warehouse, which contains geographic data on HPSAs, designated sites, facilities, and more. However, instead of downloading the data as you would usually do with other data sources, we're going to demonstrate how to directly connect HRSA's data warehouse to ArcGIS. So let's get started. First, open ArcMap and make sure the Arc Catalog window is open. If it's not, click Windows on the top panel and select Catalog. Arc Catalog allows you to manage data that can be used in ArcGIS. To connect to HRSA's data warehouse, simply expand GIS servers in the Catalog window on the right-hand side of your screen and double-click the Add ArcGIS Server option. In the pop-up window, select the Use GIS Services option, then click Next. Enter the URL address in the server URL field and skip the username and password. Click Finish to create the connection in our catalog. Once you've added the server, go ahead and double-click HRSA's server to connect to it and expand to see the contents. You can see the list of features services available at gis.hrsa.gov, which includes base maps, healthcare facilities, HPSAs, and tools that can be used in ArcMap. Now that we have connected to HRSA's data warehouse, let's add the HPSAs to our map. To do so, simply drag the feature services named Health Professional Shortage Areas to your table of contents on the left side of the screen. It may take a while until you will be able to see the features on the map. Another way to add data to your table of contents is to use the Add Data button on the toolbar at the top of your screen. Once you've added the data, you can see several layers, which each layer represents a different type of shortage, discipline, and feature. Since we are interested in exporting primary care health professional shortage areas in Texas, we will have to select primary care health professional shortage areas specifically in Texas, and then export our selections. But first, let's remove all other layers but the primary care HPSA perimeter polygons layer in order to cut processing time. This may take several minutes. Once we're left with only one layer, right-click on Primary Care HPSA Perimeter Polygons and select Open Attribute Table. Here you can see all the information on HPSAs in the U.S. and their attributes including name, ID, ratios, FTEs, scores, designation status, and more. To select HPSAs located in Texas, click the drop-down arrow on the Table Options icon in the top left and choose Select by Attributes. In the new window, you can select records with specific attributes by using a query. From the list of columns, select the column with the state's name labeled Primary State NM by double-clicking. In the text field, type =Texas and then click Apply. It may take a while until the software completes the query. Once it's completed, you can close the attribute selection window and you'll see that all primary care HPSAs located in Texas are highlighted. All we need to do now is export the selected features to a new feature file. To do so, right-click on Primary Care HPSA Perimeter Polygons, select Data, and then Export Data. In the new window, make sure Selected Features appears in the Export field. Then, select a folder or a geodatabase file on your computer in which you want to save the new feature file. Name the file, click Save, and then OK. Once you save the file, you can add to the newly created feature file and remove the original layer. After separating Texas's primary care HPSAs, you can also join other data such as Medicaid data or demographic data to primary care HPSAs in Texas and conduct further research on shortage areas. It's important to understand that there are several ways to import geographic data such as primary care HPSA boundaries in ArcGIS, but this is one of the fastest and the easiest. In addition, connecting ArcCatalog to HRSA's data warehouse assures that the data you obtain is the most up-to-date. For full instructions on connecting HRSA's data warehouse to ArcCatalog, visit the following link. To access the free online data sources used in the video, please visit the following websites. If you have any questions regarding the content of this video or need further assistance, please contact Nafin Harun at nharun@albany.edu. This video is part of a series on using ArcGIS for health workforce research. This series was developed by the Health Workforce Technical Assistance Center.